Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and a brand new video on Marvel Contest of Champions. And yes, the clickbaity title does not deceive you because something has secretly been changed in game. A lot of people will know about this and some people will go, I didn't really notice that. And other people wouldn't give a blind toss about it. But that being said, it's always important if something you're passionate about to kind of remark on it if it has indeed changed. And this video, it's kind of a follow-up from the video I made about storytelling in Marvel Contest of Champions and that lack of. In that video, based on the story experience, I talked about my kind of frustrations with the way that the dialogue between each champion in the event quest is not really that exciting or kind of vibrant. At the same time, not a lot of players actually care about the story mode or kind of storyline experience with regards to any kind of comic book storytelling in general. That all being said, in the last couple of events, I've seen a distinctive improvement in the way that the dialogue has been with interactions. And in particular, this month's quest, the January one, has been quite important for a number of reasons, and we'll just have a look at them now. So to start off with, this thing with regards to incoming transmissions when we get the dialogue between each champion has improved quite dramatically. So as we see, we've got the collector here. The way that the dialogue has actually worked, because it has improved the dialogue, the caps locks are on, it's more kind of defined and larger, so therefore you can see things a lot more clearly. And also the great thing about this is that there's a zoom in, kind of like when it wants to highlight a point or kind of end on a point, like the collector here was kind of zoomed in order to kind of make sure that his point rang home. So only 3 survived. Their memories of the ordeal were wiped and they fight in the contest to this day. So that's a definite improvement with regards to dialogue and the way that champions interacting. I think that it's a positive start and hopefully it's a means to then continue on from that. The next thing is the cutscenes. Now this is a kind of it's good. I have seen a lot more cutscenes with regards to this month's. I'm not sure if I saw quite so much when it comes to last month. But again, that's the problem with regards to skipping stuff quickly. I think in some ways you should be forced to see at least the first moment or the first couple of seconds of each cutscene to then put you in the context of what's actually going on within this monthly event. Now, even though there looks like there's been distinctive improvements, I do think that the player base do not actually have any great interest with regards to the storyline experience. And that's absolutely fine. I do understand there's going to be people that are just like, I want to skip through because I just want to fight. And yeah, alright, and I'm not really kind of interjecting any great necessity to have it like a Telltale Games, but at the same time I would like to have that bit of experience, based on the fact that the people that actually come up with the ideas for each event monthly are comic book fans. And obviously a lot of the stuff with regards to the cutscenes that we're going to see now do represent that kind of love of comic books and what they'd like to deliver in game, as well as the whole developer team. Obviously, if you've seen the cutscene when it comes to Act 5.4, you'll know that the kind of crystally, structure-y person is actually Karina, who is the daughter of the Collector, a champion that I really think will actually appear sometime this year, probably to kind of be in conjunction with the release of Act 5, based on the fact that, well, yeah, being the Collector's daughter and being kind of like completely obliterated, as you would see if you followed the cutscenes, you will know that he is now reassembled her, or she is reassembled, so therefore that she's going to play some part in the contest this year. The Young Elders cutscenes are pretty cool because they kind of like chart this difference in between the Grandmaster and the Collector from a young age, then going through to a more kind of modern age, the kind of age that we see now in game, because this is all set like 3 billion years ago. It's quite cool. If you've seen the cutscenes, you'll know all about it. And even though this looks great, and I'm really happy with regards to like the improvements when it comes to the story mode and also these kind of cutscenes and things, I did find a problem that when I was going through Uncollected, I found that this pinged up quite easily. But when it came to doing Heroic and Master, it was very rarely that these cutscenes would actually pop up. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's because like you know, I'm clicking click anywhere to then get you out of there, and as a result what I've done is I've kind of gone through it. I think in some ways they should be mandatory for about 1 or 2 seconds to give a player a choice that they could either view it or not view it by clicking anywhere. Or it's a case that they'd have to skip through the things like I'm doing there, tap anywhere, and it takes you through. Either way, I didn't see these cutscenes ping up quite so much. And at the same time, I then had to go, and as I'm doing now, I'm going to the cutscenes section in the settings, and then I'm watching them through. The prequel this month was actually incredibly fascinating, at the same time kind of giving some sustenance to the whole kind of Grandmaster Collector and Karina kind of storyline. This is kind of quite unique. At the same time, as I said, it follows on from Acts 5.4, but will it kind of make a more stronger storyline going into this year? And what will they do with regards to the monthlies? And should it really be something that's associated with a monthly storyline? I don't know. I've got a lot of kind of like reservations about the way that this is structured in. But the main thing is that the kind of relationship between Grandmaster, Collector, and Karina is a great story in here. But I don't know if there was too much with regards to Void and Sentry that talking about like an internal struggle. There were elements of it, but at the same time, it would have been nice to see some cutscenes that were kind of relevant to their plight and their struggle. My final thought is that this has definitely improved. I don't know if it has reached the standard where I kind of go like, hey, I'm really happy with the storyline experience. I think that they have definitely got something with regards to adding more cutscenes, but the availability of seeing the cutscenes is another thing in question. The dialogue has like improved, and I'm taking more notice of the story than I would have done normally. That being said, I do really think that the community should get behind the kind of improvement of the storyline experience, and I would urge Kabam as well to release a transcript to me once a month so I could then do a video on it, only for the point of fact saying the people that are really interested in the story experience will then get to see it, and the people that go, hey, I can be bothered, whatever, or I'm going to skip that, then that's fine. You can just do whatever you want, and then us that enjoy storyline experiences can then watch or listen to a video that I've done that is going to be about that. Either way, I'm very positive with regards to the direction. Hopefully, like I said, we see the improvement and we see a better story, comic book-like experience in the future. I've been RichTheMan. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Marvel Contest of Champions based content, and also leave a comment below about your kind of thoughts on the storyline experience and how they could improve it. I did do a forum post, which I'll link in the description, as well as my Puzzle 2018 video, as well as my previous story experience video for you to go and watch and have your say on. So thanks very much, and I shall catch you on the flip side. Bye bye for now.